That is a nice hedgehog.
It's like a nice little hedgehog.
Yeah.
Keith,
What?
do you remember, before when we played this game again, and I was like, man, good thing we didn't lose that footage of Egg Dragoon, or I would have to play Eggman Land again.
Oh, no.
I had to do that.
That's not fair.
Oh,
It's not fair for you that you had to do that.
Egg Dragoon isn't here. So I'm gonna pick this. I'm gonna pick go to Eggman Land, and we just have to hope that it takes us to Egg Dragoon.
Okay.
Well,
I don't feel strongly about this.
While you were sleeping soundly in your bed.
Yeah? It was a couch and it wasn't soundly.
Whatever. So...
It appears that Sonic has...
No way. Is it really not going to take me to the boss? Because that's going to be disgusting. Oh.
Okay.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Do you feel that?
Sonic.
Man, they gotta get a better recording booth. There's so much echo in there.
Yeah. What are they in? A reverb chamber?
Looks like you're a bit too late, Sonic.
Eggman!
Thanks to my wondrous technology, Dark Gaia is whole and complete. I harnessed its energy to put together this little creation.
In going through Eggman Land the second time, it was
The
like-
Ultra Hyper Prototype 1? I'm sorry I cut you off, but that name is the worst.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna be the second Ultra Hyper Prototype.
Yeah, but, like, that's even worse than Egg Dragoon, which sounds like a Chinese food dish.
Hey, Eggman, maybe you'd have more luck if you finalized your projects.
Yeah.
Stop trying to push prototypes out into the front lines immediately.
Sonic can wait a couple months until you finish. It's just a text message from me. Stop checking your phone.
Well, stop sending me text messages you don't need to send me.
I sent it a half an hour ago.
Well, whatever. You also correctly guessed the Egg Dragoon boss was from Generations.
Yeah.
I didn't even...
You didn't remember Egg Dragoon.
No, I didn't think you would remember Egg
okay.
Dragoon.
Well, I did. Barely.
Well, I'm so proud of you.
I'm a fucking savant, Kyle.
Yeah.
Recognize it.
Even you won't last long
I recognize
against
this.
Alright.
After having played so much Darksiders 2, going back to the Werehog combat in this game was so painful.
Oh yeah?
It was
Just worse version of Darksiders 2?
Well, just as like a, you know, hack and slash whatever thing.
Yeah.
Doing the combat through Eggman Land was so much more painful than it had ever been before.
Yeah, that's a really bad level.
It was so bad. It was worse than I even thought it was.
Wow. I can't believe you had to do that. We should have just not done it.
Give it a bonk, Sonic.
I mean, I guess we couldn't have not done it, but
No, we couldn't have not done it.
because according to the rule that you made up, we have to go back and show the thing before we show the real thing in Generations.
Yeah, what I like is it's, in the same way that, like the whole LP was like a mega version of Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
And then, like, the way that we did Sonic Generations is like a mini version of the entire LP.
Yeah.
It's also appropriate that it was a terrible idea that took way more work than I thought it was going to.
Uh-huh.
Before we did it.
Especially because of all the stuff that we lost. And had to go back and
But listen,
redo.
it turned out pretty good, so...
Yeah. Or whatever.
Right, okay? This is why we do the things Kyle says, not Keith, because then if it was Keith, we just wouldn't do anything.
That's not true.
It'd be like, hey, why don't we just sit around and feel sad about stuff and complain about text messages? You know how you do.
No, that's not how I do.
Hey! Wait, stop! No, this is a
Like,
machine!
This is the delicate machine. No, it's not, you idiot.
You, Sonic!
For someone with an IQ of 300, you're such a dummy, Robotnik. Eggman.
The ground's breaking up.
I fucking hate him. I hate him so much.
hey, hey,
What?
would you simmer down for a second?
No.
God.
What do you think this is, a crock pot? I will not simmer. I will not slow cook.
I was talking to Eggman.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me about my rage.
But also you. Well, hey, why don't you simmer down?
No, we both hate Chip. You can't tell me to not do that. I still like that jetpack.
They're like wings.
Yeah, he's like a Darksider's angel. How is this?
Yeah, whatever.
It's whatever.
I don't. It's a thing I don't want to do.
Yeah. At least we don't have to do Gaia. Because that was some bullshit.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
You little... Give it up! Bombs away!
So our power went out this morning.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, what was that about? You know what that was about?
The power went out.
Yeah, but why? Was it like...
The power went out.
Okay. Was it due to, like, construction or inclement weather? What is that?
Yeah, I might have checked.
Yeah?
But the power was out, so I couldn't check.
Okay, but I mean, like...
I didn't, like,
any-
run into town to, like, ask anybody, if that's what you're wondering.
Okay.
But it gave me an excuse to read more of Ultimate History of Video Games, so that was cool.
Glad we landed okay.
How... is it holding up?
No, actually, it collapsed.
Wow.
The video game collapse of '82. Eh?
Yeah? Is that a thing that happened?
Yeah.
What caused the collapse? Just too much.
It was kind of like a combination of things.
Yeah.
It was sort of like people generally losing interest in video games,
Yeah?
but also there were just way too many game systems and way too many bad games that people, you know, that people got burned on. They spent a bunch of money on games that turned out to be total shit. And a lot of it had to do with Atari being poorly managed.
Okay.
And since Atari was like the leader in video games, everyone looked to them, and as soon as they collapsed, everyone was like, oh, I guess video games are done, let's get out of here. So it was kind of like that.
Sounds like a bummer.
I guess it was kind of a bummer.
Yeah. That was that the year that War Games came out? I think that was
I think that might have been a little later.
I think that was 82 or 3 or something like that.
I think it might have been a little later because there was a little section where it mentioned like video game related movies that came out in '82, and it didn't mention War Games.
Okay, and it totally should have if it...
Or it might have been even earlier. It might have been like 80. I don't know.
You know, we'll never know. The power's still out.
That's a Dragoon.
Oh, we're done already. Wow. That flew by. Remember how we thought we might have to do Eggman Land?
This isn't over. I'll build
I
a
do.
prototype too, and
Right.
Again,
Again.
don't build a prototype too. Just
Right.
finish it.
Finish.
Finish it.
Finalize.
Yeah.
Look at this sweet CG.
It's not great.
What?
That's pretty good. Look at that fur.
The fur looks alright, but that Dark Gaia looks awful.
No, it doesn't. Looks fine.
Eh. I still don't like his side mouths.
You mean his side eye mouths?
Yeah, his weird eye side mouths. He's got too much going on facially, I guess.
Yeah, he's not very well designed. Got these ghost tentacle things.
That part's hot. I'm into that, but
Right.
I love a good ghost tentacle.
Oh, was that eye like the sun?
Sonic!
What?
What's wrong?
I don't know if we ever... Oh, he's just taking back his... I remember this now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever got into just, like, how scientifically inaccurate this whole thing with, like, the planet is.
Oh, that the planet could just break apart like that?
Sonic!
That,
Get up.
and then he's just in the core of the Earth, but he's, like, alive and kind of fine. But then also the crust is depicted orders of magnitude larger than it would be in real life.
Right. It's ways, yeah.
I guess it's kind of like a deep dish
They would be
crust.
getting into the mantle way quicker than this game portrays.
Totally.
Yeah.
Also, I think the core of the Earth is a little more cavernous than it usually is.
Yeah. It should just be a ball of molten...
Remember these temples? Remember when this was insane and awesome for 2 seconds, and then you had to play it? Like they floated and then they...
Yeah, I think you liked
Look
it a
at
little
this
bit more
shit.
than I did at the time. But
And there's
yeah,
like
it's
a
alright.
weird smiley face.
What?
The fire made a smiley face.
I didn't see.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, this.
I have no imagination.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You don't think this is just hilarious for how totally
No,
random it is?
This is very funny that this would happen for no reason. They have to like provide a body for Light Gaia. Like we need to get. The ancients knew this was coming.
Oh, man.